Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Bugsnax on the GTX 1050 Ti, 750 Ti, 1650 Super, 570, 580, and that's about it. Thanks to Young Horses for providing a copy of the game for the most anticipated game this generation. What a better way to start the new gen than with Bugsnax, so we gotta give it a try now. How are you guys doing? Good seeing ya. So one thing before starting about the options menu, there's you can select between OpenGL, DX9 and DX11, which I'm very surprised about. It's been a while since I saw DX9 and OpenGL on a new game, so that's super interesting. So yeah, we got 1080p, and the graphics we're using Ultra without any anti-aliasing. It seems to be using some sort of MSAA. So we're just disabling motion blur and keeping everything else maxed out. Hello everyone, I'm Santiago. So yeah guys, I didn't know that this game was coming to the PC. I thought it was a PS5 exclusive, but apparently it's on PS4, PS5 and the Epic Games Store. Hang on guys, I gotta check my camera. It's a little bit dark. There we go. Let's see. That should do it. Yeah, I'm going to change the camera's position, I think. Yeah, I'll change it. 1 second, guys. Yeah, that's a lot better. No artifacts. Yeah, probably Windows XP should be supported if it supports DX9. But yeah, super interesting that we got DX9 and OpenGL. So let's start it out. Never played this game before, so let's just start with the game of the generation. Ryzen 3 3100 or 3500X for RTX 2060. Any of those will be fine. Alright. Whoa, the screen tearing is real. Alright. This game is the reason why Cyberpunk got delayed. Yeah, they didn't want to release at the same time as Bugsnax, so they might as well delay it. True. Alright, we're into the game now, and we are already dropping into the 40s, but that's fine. Let me see very quickly if we can tweak something in real time. If I lower those shadows to high. Okay, medium. SSAO to medium. Okay, SSAO seems to be the biggest performance difference, and grass. Alright, the game seems to be capped at 60 frames, apparently. Yeah. I'm going to increase the FOV a little bit to 70. And let's just enable VSync, because really, if it's locked at 60, we might as well. Well, it doesn't seem to be working okay. So, 1 second guys. Yeah, medium settings appears to be the way. Let me see. Yeah, okay. Let's start with medium, then we go up from there. So let's call these medium settings. Let's see if we can maintain 60s, but yeah, we got a performance cap to 60, a frame rate cap. Not sure which engine this game is using, really. Maybe some proprietary engine, but I really do not know. So we're about to find out. Yeah, Animal Crossing first person. Yeah, it reminded me of Animal Crossing, the graphic style. But there's a lot of screen tear. So let me see if with VSync if we can remedy that. It's super distracting. Okay, a lot better. So since the game is capped at 60, we're going to enable VSync. So you guys don't see the screen tearing. It looks pretty terrible with screen tearing, so. Oh no, a pizza! A flying pizza! Bro, should I get a Ryzen 5 3500X or on an i5 10th gen? Depends on which one is the cheaper one. I guess the i5 would make more sense. 6 cores, 12 threads. So yeah, Cyberpunk looks bad. I don't think so. Unreal Engine 4, I'm not sure. I looked it up in, what's the name of this? On the Epic Games Store. I didn't seem to find it. I'll double check later. I cannot skip this, so sorry guys. But yeah, probably Unreal Engine 4, but I don't know, since it has OpenGL and DX9, it's pretty weird. Going to bed, night. Okay, have a good night, man. The Raven kill Bartham. Thank you so much, man. Have a good rest. Also, what calls my attention is that it has MSAA. This game appears to have some sort of MSAA. So it looks, without anti-aliasing, it looks super jaggy. LOL, 6800 launch Santiago Bugsnax. Yeah, I mean, I cannot not cover the game of the generation. The best game in this coming generation. I had to test it, man. Alright. SSAO must be broken. Yeah, probably, because lowering it from ultra to medium gave us a huge boost. Not sure if it was enabled or not. We're about to find out. So yeah. How much difference are between the 570 and the 580? In general, a 10 FPS boost in the best cases. So I would expect something like that, yeah. Any game logo during the game startup, I didn't pay attention, but I will once I restart the game. I want to enable the VSync from the NVIDIA control panel. The one in this game is a little bit, it doesn't seem to be triple buffered. Press X on somebody to talk. Okay. Yeah, skip. Okay, I'm going. GNN. I understood that reference. Hey, hola, me enteré que hablas español. ¿Sos argentino? No, soy de Uruguay. What is this game? This is Bugsnax. Look it up. It's the game of the generation. I was super curious about it, so I wanted to try it out. Looked interesting. As you can see, a strawberry. What a better way to start the day than with Bugsnax? You poor thing. Yeah. Getting started. Oh, I can take pictures? Okay. Scan the Bugsnax. Gotcha. A strawberry! Alright. Yeah, whatever. We'll skip it. Can you uncap it? I'm going to try it, but I want to see which engine it is first. Then we're going to try it.
Its tracks come out of this bush. Put the snack trap down there, and then we'll hide.
Left. Alright, a trap. I'm going to deploy it there.
All right, let's hide behind
In the worst place possible. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Let's see. Okay, got it. Okay, I now understand how to get them. Let's put it away. And let me see if I saved my progress. 7 seconds ago. Okay, I can restart the game now. So 1 second, guys. Going to try it out. Going to see if this is Unreal Engine 4 or not. Maybe I can uncap the frame rate that way. So roaming, Bugsnax. Where's Bugsnax? Junk horses maybe. Nope. Okay. Let's see if in the boot logos we see what engine it is. Nope, nothing at all. Let me see if I can uncap it. 1 second, guys. Apparently... Oh, okay. There's no setting in the game on config file to adjust it. So we're getting log 60s, apparently. Oh, okay. So according to the developers, it says that they have that on their roadmap. But I think since we're heavily single-threaded CPU-bound game, we were worried for launch that not so many people would be able to hit higher frame rates without further optimizing, even though their GPU would be fine for it. We'll continue to work towards it. So the game is locked at 60 frames, guys. I read a message from the developers. So we're going to force a VSync on the NVIDIA control panel. So adaptive VSync. That's what we're going to do. So we go into 3D settings for the NVIDIA control panel. And here we select adaptive. And that should do. So yeah. Excellent. So let's launch the game. I'm going to close the window. Yeah, my cat, he's out there asking for my attention. Not right now, kitty. Not right now. So we disable VSync. There we go. And here we go again. Let's put this to the side. Alright. So Bugsnax, lock at 60, we have VSync, because without VSync, really, the screen tearing is super noticeable. So let's continue with the game. Kinda bug and kinda snacks. Alright, excellent.
Wow.
Yeah, what now? Okay. Oh my god. That poor thing.
I'm sure that's good.
Let's go. I was using a controller, but really mouse and keyboard seems to be more comfortable. Using emojis, that's super weird. Okay. Easy to pick up and play, I guess. But as I said, the game is locked at 60. Okay, it's using the engine from the developers. Gotcha. So proprietary engine, apparently.
Get me 3 more of those.
Okay, 3 more. Let's go find them. Let me see if I can get to a more open location. What the heck? Why is it flying away? What the heck? Was that supposed to happen? I don't think so. Okay. Yeah, not sure if that was supposed to happen. Yeah. Oh, retrieve. There we go. Okay. Yeah, it was supposed to happen apparently. Yeah, that VSync in this game is not looking so hot. So I'm probably going to use fast sync later. What do you think about Cyberpunk 2077 graphics? I think everything looks fine except the faces of the characters. Kinda makes sense. I didn't look at the gameplay. The Xbox Series X gameplay for Cyberpunk. So I cannot really tell you what I think because I didn't see it. But usually when you get one of those games that lets you do... what's the name of this? That lets you do character customization. The faces are not great in general. Let me see, 4 times. We're using 4 times MSAA. Yeah, the game looks so much better now. Thanks to be using MSAA. Yeah, definitely using MSAA, I think. So let's put it on 4 times on medium settings. So X4AA on medium. Shoutouts to my fans on India, or the people on India, good people, always trying to support the channel. Thank you guys, super appreciated. I have to catch one more, I think. Let's see if I can find them. Yeah, the VSync is not working that great. This way? Yeah, hang on. 35 seconds ago, yeah, let's get out of the game. I'm going to use fast sync. The adaptive VSync is not working great. Looking pretty poor. So let's use fast sync. And we try it again. So fast sync. Where's the icon? Come on, Bugsnax. Oh, India's right. India rocks in the chat. Yeah, India rocks. You guys rock. All you guys rock. Come on, you know that, right? All right. Let's see how it goes with fast sync. Oh yeah, a lot better now. Yeah. All right. So let's get that. Hopefully we'll get to a more open location, but GPU wise, it appears to be fine, as expected really. Some people told me that on PS4 it ran pretty inconsistently. So we'll see. Boy, it's the game of the year. It's the game of the generation. That's why I had to test it, man. Yeah, it won't work like that. Let's retrieve it. That's hilarious. Or else that could be a bug. Maybe I have to throw it away. I wouldn't be surprised. Let's see. Come on, I need one more. Maybe behind this. Maybe this way. There you are. Hey, that's my trap. Let's see. Come on. Grab the snacks. There you are. Alright. Hogwarts Legacy? Yeah, I'm super excited for that one. Looks great, really. You're breathtaking? No, you are breathtaking.
Sorry, I'm Phil. Oh, I know.
Let's see. Hopefully now we get to a more open area so I can start swapping GPUs. But it's interesting. I wasn't really expecting to enjoy the gameplay, but I am.
Hey, buddy. I'm supposed to take you home, but I don't know what to do now.
Yeah, let's skip.
Through here. Yeah.
Okay, no loading screens in between. So more of an open, never mind. There it is. There's a loading screen. Hopefully it's a bigger area now. It makes more sense, maybe. Yeah, it's using a little bit more GPU. So probably if you want 60s on this game, you want to use medium settings on with 4 times MSAA.
No. Maybe you could.
But yeah, on the CPU side it's fine, but as you can see guys, the developers also said this on Reddit. The CPU usage, it's using only one thread at 100%, so we are CPU... If the game wasn't capped, we will be CPU bound. So keep that in mind. It's single thread heavy. Press on nearby sources to pick them up. Oh, there you will. Okay. I don't get it. Press, click on nearby sources to pick them up. Sources, not sources. Ugh! How random. Oh, here they are. That's hilarious. Now we're talking. That's how you do it. Lure the vinegar into the pan. I'm such a genius. Okay.
Thanks, stranger.
Excellent. Let's see if we can see something. Yeah, it's more of a bigger map now. So let me see if I can increase the settings a little bit. So we're going to put ultra settings. There's a lot more grass, as you can see. So ultra settings. Ultra settings includes 8 times MSAA, but I don't think it's absolutely necessary. So let's see without AA how it goes. Is your surname Santiago? No, it's not, but I like to use it like that. So on ultra settings without any MSAA, as you can see, we're over 30 just fine. So do not worry. So if you want to target 30, which I wouldn't personally do, you can use 4 times MSAA on ultra settings. And that should be it. So 4x MSAA. And you got over 30 frames if you care about the frame rate in this game, really. I think it will be fine at 30, but 60 feels a lot better since it's a first person game. Yeah. So let's now do the optimal settings. The optimal settings will probably be SSAO on medium, so you get a massive boost there. And then lower shadows to medium as well, without motion blur, sorry. And we lower the grass to high. So those should be the settings for over 50. So yeah, that's probably how to get 60 frames. But again, use the VSync. This game is capped at 60 and we are heavily single threaded, limited by the CPU. So yeah, let's swap GPU. Let's lower the settings quickly. So we are using now Ultra with 4 times MSAA, and we're going to try 900p very quickly. So 900p, and let's see. All right. So on 900p, I'm going to lower the MSAA to disabled. And we're getting 60s now. I'll probably use a mix between medium and high, like this. So 900p. And probably we're going to keep anti-aliasing on 4 times. It's super jaggy without it, with medium SSAO. Yeah, that seems to be the way. So best settings for 900p would be 4 times MSAA, ultra shadows, medium SSAO, no motion blur, bloom, and grass on the maximum. At least right now it seems to be that way. So medium SSAO. Yeah, shadows to medium and ambient occlusion, and that's it. Yeah, true. That's how it goes, really.
Check and see if.
All right.
I'm just
Yeah.
I'm sorry, stranger. I know. Well, let's start.
Excellent. What now? Catch one fighter. Okay. I'm about to do so. Maybe here. Waiting for ya. Come on. Okay, doesn't appear to be there. There he is. Let's see if I can use the trap. The controller disconnected, that's why I gotta... right into my trap. Alright, got him. Buenos días, estimados. No voy a estar mucho tiempo, pero saludos. Bueno, ¿qué andas, Marlow? ¿Todo bien? Tanto tiempo. Llegaste a un stream, no puedo creerlo.
Get along now.
Feed one fighter.
You're doing good.
You should feed.
Alright. There he is. ¿Qué onda, Santi? ¿Cómo andas? Che, tengo una pregunta. ¿Sabes un problema que tengo una placa de video, si se podría decir? Mandame un mail o escribirme en un video y yo te respondo ahí. Okay, let's swap GPUs now. So best settings, guys, remember, lower those shadows and SSAO and you should be okay. GPU really doesn't seem to be super important, although as you can probably see in the upper left corner of the video, CPU 1.2 is using 100% of one thread, so the game is heavily single threaded. So keep that in mind. That's why the frame rate is locked to 60. We cannot unlock it. It's using a single thread, so the developers said that they wanted to optimize the CPU utilization before uncapping the frame rate. So as you can see, one core is 100%. So that's how the game works. Probably why on PS4 is running so poorly, according to some people. So let's swap GPUs now. So we quit the game. Yeah, this is a true next-gen game. I thought it was PS5 only, to be honest. I thought it was an exclusive. But then I found out that it was coming out on the Epic Game Store. So I wanted to try it out. Super curious about it. Good thing it seems to be running okay on the GPU side. So let's do the legendary GPU, the 750 Ti. Let's see how it goes. The good thing about this one is that it also has options for DX9 and OpenGL. So if your card is very old, you can do DX9 and OpenGL, should be accessible to everyone. But the game looks good so far. I wasn't expecting to be into it, honestly. Sabes que seguí tu video del Underworld, pero no consigo bajar la temperatura por más que baje el voltaje con Adrenaline. Depende cuánto le puedas bajar de voltaje. También cambiarle la velocidad del fan es importante. Hopefully they will let you uncap it in the future. Yes, Super Elvoy 9. They said that in the future they want to uncap the frame rate, but they want to optimize the game further before that, which I can respect. It's a good thing. I could see that the game is heavily single-threaded on the CPU. It's using one core at 100%. So if we uncap the frame rate, we're not going to get super far without that single-threaded optimizations, multi-threaded optimizations. So yeah, they probably just wanted to release the game as soon as possible, which is understandable, really. So 750 Ti. We're going to start with 1080p. With VSync, and let's use medium settings first without AA. So medium settings plus no AA. Although this game does really benefit from using anti-aliasing, without anti-aliasing the game looks super jaggy. Seems to be one of those what's the name of this? One of those games with MSAA with instead of TAA, which is weird. Weird decision nowadays. Hello, how are you doing? Yaha Yasin. How's it going, man? Hace un lado de Eterna que llegó el Goti. Sí, salado. Es el Goti. Alright. Almost back into the game now. 1 second, guys. It's syncing with the cloud. Y Dead Soldier, fíjate si nunca le abriste la pasta térmica. Capaz que está seca la pasta térmica. Alright, guys, so I'm not getting any audio. 1 second. Yeah, that wasn't going to... Okay. Yeah, no audio. Gotta love when that happens. Let's see it now. Yeah. Hang on, guys, gotta restart the PC. No audio through HDMI. Sometimes it happens. What's your wallpaper? You can find it in the description. It's at the bottom of the description. Marlow, you can find the wallpaper there, the Hogwarts Legacy wallpaper. And you can also find the background that I use, this background. This one right here. You can also find it in the description. All the links are down there if you want to see them. Come on. Please, computer, give me audio through HDMI. Hola Ricardo Castillo, ¿todo bien? ¿Qué dice, che? ¿De qué se trata el game? Es como si fuera, es medio extraño, es como si fuera Pokémon, pero con bichos que son de forma de comida y hay que atraparlos. Y tal, parece que la historia tiene algunas cosas interesantes ahí que estuve viendo. Parece que no es lo que parece, no es como un juego de niños, me parece. Es medio engañoso, pero lo vamos a ver ahora. Alright, let me see if I got audio. Oh yeah, there it is. So we got audio again. Let's get into the game. Pondrás un Ryzen 7 con una fuente de poder de 650 watts. Sí, no debería haber problema. No usan mucha no usan mucha corriente. Deberías estar bien. A Harry Potter fan? Nice. Yeah, I've been watching Harry Potter since I was 6 years old, I think. I watched the first movie and I really got into it, so yeah, I kept watching it for a while. Alright, so we're back into the game now. Let's see the display settings. Let's go to 1080p. So 1080p, excellent. Full screen, VSync is forced by the NVIDIA control panel. And on the graphics, let's use the medium preset. Let's see where we go from here. But with the game's artistic style, I don't really think it's bad to go to medium. Still looks pretty decent, not so far away from the other. Let me check very quickly if the API makes any difference. So we're going now to... We have DX11 and we get 43 FPS, 44. Let's see on DX9 how much we get. So we got 44 FPS with DX11. On DX9 we're getting 47. Okay, a performance increase, 48. We got a small performance uplift. Super small, but noticeable. Then let's see OpenGL. So 47, 48. Can you do Jedi Fallen Order? I'm going to do it soon. I have it on Origin, so eventually I'm going to make more videos. Do you play PUBG? Yeah, it's my most played game on Steam. I'm sorry to say. Whoa. Okay, OpenGL makes the game crash, apparently. Let's try it again. 750 Ti, not even 6 FPS in the menu. Oof. Well, we'll see, we'll see. Patience, patience. I'm trying OpenGL now. Alright. So OpenGL runs almost like DX11. Yeah, but it crashes. So give me 1 second, gotta find the config file. So Bugsnax config file. Where is it? PC Gaming Wiki. 1 second, guys. Config file. Oh, come on, really? It's on it's on the registry. That's why I couldn't find it. So I'm so sorry. Going to give it a try. So HKey, current user, saved games, Bugsnax. So saved games, software saved games, Bugsnax. No, it's not there. Not in the registry. Saved games. Here you are. Okay. Found the config file. Let's see if we can uncap the frame rate. Probably not, but hey. VSync false, overscan. Yeah. No unlocking frame rates that I can find from here. So let's delete the config file now that we're here, because it crashes on OpenGL. So guys, do not select OpenGL, you're going to have a bad time. But you can select DX9, yeah. This game has DX11 and DX9. On the 750 Ti, to get the best frame rates, I recommend DX9. Although now it's running a little bit better, so yeah, not sure. Oh, never mind. The settings were restart. So let's keep it on medium for now, with 4 times. Let's disable MSIA altogether. It was running okay, apparently. So we start with medium settings on 1080p. So 1080p, no VSync, thank you. And yeah, let's start with medium. Then we see where we're going from here. So everything on medium, no AA. And let's keep it on the X11. I mean, whatever at this point. This game runs on Ultra on 750 Ti. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. The game of the generation is running on the 750 Ti just fine, as you can see. On 1080p medium, yeah, we're not getting 60s, but we gotta lower those settings. So let's try the low preset. Whoa, low preset. So low preset, we're getting, come on, stabilize. Okay, on low settings we're getting 60s apparently, so good stuff. Low settings, no AA. Again, in this game we have apparently MSAA, so keep that in mind. MSAA in this game seems absolutely necessary because there's a lot of Yagis. A lot of them.
Now, I'll
Okay, Shishis Kabuks. Okay, I don't know what that is, but we're going to try it anyways. And let's see. Whoa, 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 dude. Let's grab this again. I failed. Oh, I failed. But as you can see, it's dropping. Yeah, that won't work like that. But as you can see, it drops below 60 when I get those effects. Let's see if I get farther away. Yeah, the draw distance seems pretty decent, even on low settings. The shadow draw distance is pretty poor though, but again, low settings. How is subtitles right? Because YouTube has a the algorithm is reading what I'm saying, trying to translate it to text. It's super interesting that YouTube can do that in real time on a live stream, but they have the technology to do so. Yeah, I don't think I'll catch them like this. Let's put the burger away. Hey, burger. Maybe that draws them to the trap, who knows. In the meantime, anyways, yeah, the subtitles are very accurate. Not sure how YouTube does it, but they have an amazing system for that. They can read exactly what I'm saying on time. It's amazing that they can do it in real time. So yeah, anyways. Catch two Shishik bugs. Yeah, how do I catch them?
man. Now,
Yeah, nothing here.
I can see Wambus is warming up.
Okay, nothing about that. I don't know which one are those. Anyways, so right now, as you're seeing, we still drop below. So close. We still drop below 50 sometimes, but other than that it seems to be okay on this resolution. And if you want 30 frames, let's try higher settings. Let's try ultra. Okay, without MSAA. MSAA 8 times seems to be a little too much, or maybe not, who knows. Maybe it's the shadows. High shadows. Medium SSAO, medium shadows. Okay, 30 frames. And grass, let's put it on medium as well. And no motion blur. Okay, so if you want 30 frames, you can do medium settings without ambient occlusion, anti-aliasing. So medium settings, no AA. And the game does look better. We got better shadows, we got ambient occlusion. So yeah, let's keep this here for when it comes out. So we're going to get away. There's stuff into the distance, as you can see. Oh, I cannot go that way. Okay. So yeah, if you want 30 frames, you can do so on medium settings. So let's try 900p. Shouldn't be a huge boost, but hey. Okay, a 10 FPS boost. So let's crank it up. Let's see high settings without MSAA. Alright, high settings. Let's try it 2 times. So no motion blur, 2 times MSAA. Okay, so if you want 30 frames at 900p, you can do so with high settings and 2 times MSAA. It appears to be MSAA, I don't really know if it is actually. So now there are shadows, as you can see. Oh, there's also self shadows, interesting. Wasn't expecting that. Let's see. There we go, that's how you do it. I need to find 2 of those. So let's see. Oh, there must be one over here as well. So we deploy it right there. Yeah, that doesn't seem to be working at all. Hey, this way. Hey, burger. Dude. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be working at all. So yeah, if you want 30 frames and the game looking better, this is how you do it. So high settings, you get good shadows at least, and you don't get that many jaggies. Yeah, that one is bugged, I think, literally. Dude. Yeah, completely bugged. That's fine. Let's see if we can get low settings 60 frames. So low settings. Okay, 50s. So if you want 60 frames, 50 to 60, do 900p lowest settings. So, oh, there's still shadows. Interesting. There's a self shadow anyways. And let's do now 720. So we lowered those settings to 720p. So 720p now. 720. And let's try ultra settings. Let's see how it goes. Turn off VSync. No, I cannot. Without VSync, the game is still capped at 60, and the what's the name of this? Sorry, I'm having a stroke. The game is capped at 60, and without VSync, the game does look pretty terrible due to the screen tearing. So I do not recommend having screen tearing. I do not recommend disabling VSync at all. VSync is absolutely necessary in this game, I'm afraid to say. So yeah, as you can see on 720p ultra settings with MSAA 2 times, you can do it on ultra at 720p still. Okay, that way. Yeah, that way. Go. Really? Yeah, I think this tree bugs them out. Hopefully I can fix it that way. Can I catch them like this? No. Yeah, something is wrong here. They do not go where I want. That's pretty hilarious. Anyways, so at 720p you can do 30 frames like this. So let's lower those settings. So let's do medium. Probably on medium we can do fine. Let's see. Yeah, probably medium makes more sense here. Slower grass as well. Yeah, medium settings, no MSAA at all. Okay, so medium settings, no AA. So medium. No AA. But yeah, apparently I got a I found a bug because they should be following what I marked, but they get stuck in this tree and crash over each other. So I definitely did something wrong. So yeah, let's try something else. Let's try another GPU now. Now that we're here. Okay. Never mind, I got it. Let's see if I can continue. Maybe there's a more open location. Will AMD or Nvidia release any budget GPUs next year? I hope so. They have to, come on. We need something faster than a 580 for under $200. Bunger, 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 bunger. Okay, I got a bug net. You can now pick up Bugsnax when they are stunned or vulnerable. Gotcha. Okay. What the heck am I doing? What am I doing with my life? Alright, that's how. Gotcha.
I can see where this.
Let's keep him this one. And it's now time to get one of these burgers. Bunger, 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 bunger. Yeah, it reminds me of Pokemon when they are saying their names all the time. Yeah, let's go, come on, blah 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 blah.
Hold on, I got this.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Hay algún problema si particiono un SSD? No, no debería tener problema. Debería funcionar. This game reminds me of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. Maybe. Also guys, this game is capped at 60 and as you can see it's using one thread. Oh, a journalist. I'm a journalist. Alright. For some reason I have my cursor on screen. Weird. Gotta love when games do that. Let me see when it was last saved. 6 seconds ago. Okay, let's swap GPUs now. So we're getting out of the game. And we swap GPUs. Yeah, weird game, but I think the story will be interesting. Some people told me that the story is not what it seems like. So maybe there's something else to it that we don't know yet. Yeah, this is next gen. This is the first next gen game. Well, the first one, the second one, or the third one. Yeah, this one and Godfall are the next gen games that everyone is talking about. So this is how you get to the next generation, playing Bugsnax. So 570, let's put it in. Tomorrow I'll be doing Observer Redux, which should have ray tracing. That one will be interesting as well. Hell Knight, what? I cannot see any of the Hell Knight things. Let's go up. Oh, there. Hi Shadows. Yeah, basically. Hi Shadows. Found them. So now doing the 570. Yeah, I'm going to do the 1650 Super after the 580. Do not worry, it will be super quickly. It should be super easy to get 1080p. 1080p 60. How do you think the 1650 would do? Probably similar to the 570. We'll see. We're about to find out. 1 second guys, gotta drink some water. How do you effortlessly swap between Nvidia and AMD GPUs? Don't you have to delete the drivers? Yeah, I installed the drivers beforehand and one swap doesn't really matter that much. That's why at the end of the live stream I delete all the drivers and install them back on when the new live stream comes up, so there's no issues. Thank you so much Death Soldier 95 for becoming a member. Welcome to the family. You're now an awesome supporter 1.0. You get a logo next to your name and some emojis that had to do with the channel. So thank you man for supporting the channel. Super appreciated man. So let's get now with the 570. As you can see, 570 right here. Here it is. So let's launch the game now. Bugsnax. Do you overclock your CPU? No, I do not, because most people do not overclock, so I want to keep it as stock as possible. Sí, tengo que apagar la PC, sí, para cambiar de gráfica. Alright. Almost back into the game, guys. Sorry about the delay. For rendering or streaming, is it better to go 578 or 4 gigabytes? In general, I'll go for the 8 gigabyte version because you get the extra video memory. That helps a lot with newer games. As of right now, you're going to have a few difficulties with 4 gigabytes. So I recommend you go for, what's the name of this? With 8 gigabytes right away. No doubts about it. Let's disable the MSAA for a second. And what else? Oh, yeah, I have to enable enhanced sync so we don't get screen tearing. So we go down here and we go to graphics and select enhanced sync. Excellent. Let's get back into the game now. Alright, so continue. Aprovecho el bug del valor de la moneda de mi país, 15 pesos argentinos por mes, no es nada. Bueno, para mí sí es algo, así que se agradece un montón. Okay, for some reason it's locked at 30. Hang on, guys. What the heck? Why? What happened? What happened? How weird. Okay, are we CPU bound here? Maybe it runs bad on AMD cards. Sometimes it happens. Radeon software. Let's disable enhanced sync. Yeah, okay. So it's not running great. Apparently there's maybe this game doesn't run great on AMD GPUs. Let's see if I put ultra settings. Ultra settings, no AA, 8 times AA, let's put it like it is. At 1080p, we're getting below 30, what the heck? Maybe this is a game that runs better on Nvidia, but still, what the heck with this performance? If I look down, I'm fine, but then I look up and it dies. What the heck? What a weird thing. It runs worse than on the 1050 Ti. So, what the heck? Let's try DX9, maybe that fixes the game. Let's go back to the title. How strange. Because the menu runs fine, but then I launch the game and I get like, yeah, below 30. 30, really. So, yeah, something doesn't add up here. Let's put high settings here. So high with 4x MSAA. Let's try DX9. Maybe that helps. Who knows? So DX9. Wish me luck. Maybe on DX9 it runs fine. Who knows? Okay, DX9 fixes it. So guys, make sure on the Radeon cards to use DX9. DX11 is not working correctly, apparently. As you can see now, we're getting 60s just fine. So make sure to select DX9 when you launch this game. The thing is that the game does not have all the options that it has on the other one. It has less options and it seems to be running worse in general. We don't have any anti-aliasing. It's probably TAA, but I'm not sure. Puedes visualizar la temperatura del GPU. Sí, pero no lo voy a hacer porque no es representativo. No les va a correr a la misma temperatura. So guys, as I was saying, with DX9 you don't get that issue, but you lose some options. As you can see here, we are getting, let's put the ultra preset like we did before. We disable motion blur. So as you can see, it runs over 30 just fine here, but if I select DX11, DX11 here in the display menu. Oh, hang on. Oh, the anti-aliasing is here. Never mind. I don't know why they changed it. So DX9. Let's go back to the menu. Okay. So as I was saying, with DX11, it runs awful for some reason. Let me show you. Plus no AA. So if I launch it on DX11, let me see if this time happens the same thing. As you can see, we're below 30 and the GPU is not maxed out. So something is up with something is up with DX11 on Radeon cards on this game in particular. So just use DX9 on Radeon cards if you're playing this game. So DX9, and we restart the game. So yeah, DX9 will be necessary, guys, this time around. So we're using 1080p DX9, no anti-aliasing, which for some reason in DX9 it changes location. It's in the other menu. Oh, okay, on DX9 if I change the anti-aliasing, I gotta restart the game. Oh, that's so bothersome. Okay, whatever. So let's keep it on ultra for now, without AA, then we're going to restart the game. Luckily it loads fast, but hey, still bothering me. So as you can see now, on ultra settings we're getting over 40 frames. Anti-aliasing didn't seem to do much for the performance. So yeah, not running great on Radeon cards, as you can see. Maybe this is why on PS4 it runs so poorly. But yeah, let's see if we can get 60s in some way. And thank you so much Hell Knight to 101 for becoming an awesome supporter. Welcome to the family. Thank you for being a member. You now get your icon and your emojis if you want to use them. So thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel directly. So let's try medium. So medium settings now. Alright, on medium settings, yeah, it seems that if you go to ultra it kills the frame rate, but then you go to, yeah, on high is fine, so I'll keep it just on high and do not bother at all. So high settings, no AA, probably with 4 times AA. Without AA it looks so jaggy that I don't think it's worth keeping it disabled, but I gotta restart the game. So hang on, guys. I hate that I have to restart the game. Use OpenGL. AMD have better performance with this API. No, it's the other way around, really. OpenGL runs better in general on NVIDIA. And on OpenGL it crashed. But yeah, let's try super quickly OpenGL. If it doesn't work, I just delete the config file. But hey John Larry Timble, how are you doing, man? Well, thank you Hell Knight. Highly appreciated. Okay, OpenGL. Let's try it. So ultra settings with 4 times MSAA. Let's give that a try. So ultra set, whoa, 4x AA. And we are getting better performance, but the VRAM usage is completely maxed out, so I wouldn't use OpenGL due to the VRAM itself. Still dropping. It runs better than the X11, don't get me wrong. But yeah, that VRAM usage scares me a little bit. Yeah, some stuff is missing. Yeah, some missing assets. So do not use OpenGL. It doesn't seem to be working correctly. There are missing assets. Yeah, something is broken with OpenGL on this one. I mean, the Bugsnax are completely invisible. So, and there's a lot of objects that you cannot see for some reason. Yeah, and this character is completely invisible. Do not use OpenGL. And thank you so much to Official Marvel of 2000 for becoming an awesome supporter as well. Thank you, man, for becoming a member. You've been here since the beginning, I think. I remember your profile picture, you never changed it. So thank you, man, for supporting the channel directly. So guys, do not use OpenGL, use DX9. do yourself a favor with AMD cards. Yeah, apparently OpenGL on this game at the moment at least is completely broken. So alright, so let's do high settings, 4 times MSAA. I think that will be the best balance of visuals and performance. So yeah, let's go that way. So high settings. Ultra for some reason wrecks the performance completely on AMD cards. Yeah, I know it's not the API. I was saying that this game on this API is broken. So with OpenGL, with that API, this game does not run well. So they didn't seem to optimize their OpenGL implementation. So yeah, make sure, guys, again, do not use Ultra. If you go for Ultra, you drop below 60. But then if you lower to high, it's fine. Something to do with the AMD cards. As you can see, 60 is on high settings. So use high settings at 60 with 4 times MSAA, and you get some smooth edges. Plus, you don't get the stutters or the missing assets and all that. So keep that in mind. Things to consider. Oh, the diary. yeah.
Way to play vet.
The journal. Yeah, I don't care. Whatever. What do I have to do? Inventory, map, journal. All right. How do I get back? Oh, I have to go this way. Return to Benfica. Gotcha.
See, I have more for you to do.
Hi, settings. Hi. All right.
Let's get this over with, buddy.
Let's see in this other map. As you can see, there are loading screens in between, so it's not even an open world. So it should be fine in most cases. The thing is, with AMD cards, you're going to need DX9 for it to work correctly.
Well,
Okay. So this is a bigger town. Seems to be running almost the same as the previous part, so
I don't know.
not a huge deal. But as you can see, the single-threaded performance is completely needed if you want 60 frames. It uses one core at 100%. So yeah, interesting. Yeah, it runs a little bit worse here, as you can see. Yeah, I'm not seeing that it runs a little worse than before. But it's still not running bad, unless you use Ultra, so keep that in mind. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Let's just skip all this,
Oh, they're.
because we're looking at performance.
I mean, but
The bugs were bugged. Yeah, basically.
there was a big.
I demand 144 FPS on Bugsnax. They said that they are going to implement it later on. They have to optimize the CPU performance, because it's using one core at 100%, so more than 60 is super difficult. So yeah, anyways, so yeah, on the 570 you can play it just fine, but you need to use DX9 and high settings. If you go for Ultra, the game destroys the frame rate. Let me show you very quickly. So if you put it on Ultra, we jump from 60 to 38, so something breaks the AMD cards on Ultra settings. So put it on high, and it looks basically the same, a little bit worse, but not by a lot, and you get double the performance. So make sure to keep it on high settings on the AMD cards, and it should be fine. Yeah, even there's not even an open world, as you can see. It's different sections divided by loading screens.
Next, but you.
So yeah,
Despite your, as is it now, since the
yeah, whatever.
This
Come on.
feed. Intriguing.
Excellent. Moving on.
I look for.
Okay, so let's go back to where we were before. And let's swap to the 580 because the 570 running it fine. As long as you go for DX9 and high settings, you can use 4 times MSAA just fine, or it appears to be MSAA. So let's swap to the 580 now. Are you going to test Pathless at some point? Maybe. I'm not sure. There are many games. Some people are requesting some games that I didn't test before, so we're going to see later. Probably, hopefully, but we'll see. I cannot give you an answer right now, because I do not know. Como diría Kratos, how Kratos will be saying, I do not know. But maybe later we do it, who knows. So let's change scenes. So here's the 570, let's put the 580 in. Jason Huffman, I don't have an opinion on that really. I didn't even know that there was something like that. So here's the 580 triple fan. Let's put it in. And let's screw it to the PC. Come on, you can do this. There you go. So 580 now. So how is the performance overall? Is the game bad optimized? So far the game uses a lot of it only uses one core. Apparently it maxes out a single core on the CPU, so heavily single threaded, and it's kept at 60 frames per second, so you don't have much of an option really. But on the GPU side it seems to be fine. On the AMD cards it's having a few issues, but you can remedy that by not using Ultra, keeping it to high settings, and using DX9. The game's getting gloomy. Is the third stage where the horror starts? Probably, we'll see. But it's not what it appears, the story apparently. I think it gets a little bit dark. That's why I was interested in testing it out. The story might be a little dark near the end, apparently. It's not all boom and gloom. It gets a little bit dark. So, to get the best color for my capture card, I enable GPU scaling. Well, thank you Strymoon for that. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for sticking around. Can you show your OBS settings for 570 to stream at 720p? I do not have OBS settings for AMD cards. I recommend you use RE Live. It's usually better so you use your GPU. So let's combine all these keys. Excellent. And since this is a triple fan card, we're going to lower the frequency to 1366. So we get like a dual fan 580. So let's get it done. Let's jump into Bugsnax. Do you own an Acer Nitro 5? No, I don't. Do you finish the games you own? It depends really. In general, I do not, but it depends if I like the game or not. Thank you so much, Ken, for the super generous $10 donation. He says, awesome work as always. Well, thank you so much, Ken. Thanks to you, and everybody else watching, I can keep doing what I do. So it's all thanks to you guys and generous people like Ken that donate huge amounts. I mean, $10. Man, you're super generous. Thank you so much. So as I was saying, on the AMD cards, use DX9. For some reason the X11 is broken. It doesn't use on AMD cards. It doesn't use your GPU to its maximum potential. You also have OpenGL, but OpenGL has bugs. On Nvidia the game crashes with OpenGL. On AMD you don't get, some assets do not load. So keep it on DX9, 1080p, 4 times MSAA. And just to show you, we're going to put it on Ultra, but Ultra for some reason wrecks the performance as well on the AMD cards. So let's start with Ultra settings. So we continue. So the status is Ultra. Ultra settings and 4 times MSAA. The game seems to be using MSAA. So yeah, D2 intro. Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Bugsnax, the Game of the Year edition. So guys, as you can see, if you select Ultra, you just get into the 40s. So yeah, it doesn't make sense. So just go into the graphics, and lower that SSAO to medium, and that should give you 60s. But I recommend just going to high, and that gives you 60 plus a lot of GPU power to spare, so you can use MSAA. So high settings basically. So high settings and 4 times MSAA, which is weird to see a modern game with MSAA. I suppose it's MSAA, but I don't really know exactly. So as you can see, this way you're getting 60 frames just fine. You don't get more problems than that. As long as you use the X9, it's okay. So test the X11 on the 580. Sure, I'll do it later. I have to restart the game. So yeah, I'm going to try 1440p now, just to see if we can get 60s there. Alright, that okay, it requires the game to restart, so that's the issue with the X9. It requires the game to be restarted each time you change your resolution or API. So if you want to do 1080p, just use high settings, 4 times MSAA or 8 times if you wanted, and you get 60 frames, no worries. Just do not use ultra or you'll get below 40 frames on the AMD cards, but as you can see, it's fine. It runs okay. So nothing to worry about. Anyways, so let's try very quickly the X11 so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Have you done 750 Ti? Yes, I already did it. You can play it just fine. Just check rewind the live stream and you'll find it. But it runs okay on the 750 Ti. You can do 720p 60 frames, or what's the name of this? 720p 60, 1080p 30 on medium settings, or 900p medium to high at 30 frames. So yeah, as you can see now, we are on the X11. And let me show you how bad it goes like this. At least on the AMD cards, it seems to be that way. So hang on, guys. So as you can see with the X11, I don't know what's going on with this really. 30 frames, GPU usage 38%. So with AMD cards, do not use the X11, use the X9. The game is fixed by using the X11 on the AMD cards. And OpenGL, do not use it because it's in this game it doesn't work correctly. So the X9 and restart the game. Just do that. So yeah, anyways. So we did the X9 with 1080p. Let's try 1440p. Now that we're here, we might as well. So 1440p. It restarts the game. Yep, the only reason to buy a 580. What do you mean? Bugsnax? Yeah, of course. Of course. Never a doubt in my mind. So at 1440p, still 60 frames, apparently. So 1440. High settings, the X9. Let's go back to this place. Do you get games for free? Sometimes. This is a game that I was able to get for free. I got a review copy from the developers. I requested a copy and they said yes, so I try to get review copies because if not, it gets very expensive to buy every game. So 1440p, 4 times MSAA, high settings, and you'll be fine. You're getting 60 frames no matter what. Just make sure to use a VSync. The game is locked at 60 frames per second because the CPU performance is still not optimized. It's using one thread, so one core at 100%. So yeah, anyways. So as you can see, the game runs okay as long as you use the X9 on the AMD cards. Whoa, I'm on fire. Okay, that got dark very quickly. But yeah, you get drops into the 50s, but if you have a FreeSync display, it should be fine. Hang on, gotta get the dog out. It's outside, it's inside the room, but he wants to get outside. Let me show it to you very quickly. Come on, doggy. Here he is. Whoa, he doesn't have a face right now. So he's going out now. So 1 second, guys, be right back. Alright, he's now doing his stuff outside. So, as you could see, 1440p on the 580, you can do it, 50 to 60. High settings, do not use Ultra again because it runs terribly bad on AMD cards if you put it on Ultra. It's weird, I don't know what's up with that. And use the X9. Can I say I'm you and get a review copy? No, Jason, you cannot, because my email is linked to my YouTube channel and they can find out if my YouTube channel is linked. But if you try that, you're a bad person, really. But that's why I put my emails publicly. Oh, thank you, Official Marvel of 2000, for upgrading to Awesome Supporter 2.0. Now I'm going to say your name at the end of the live stream, like the other Awesome Supporters 2.0. So thank you for upgrading the membership. Super appreciated, man, for supporting the channel directly. This is closed. You have more than one kind of sauce. Yeah. Let's try to put a trap. Which sauce I'm using. Let's use chocolate. Let's see what I can attract with this sauce. There you are. Ha, gotcha. A crapple? That name doesn't sound so tasty. Oh, okay. Let's try with ketchup. Doggo reveal. Yay! Why would he be mad? What? Mad? Why? I tried. Try. Don't worry. Sure, I won't be worrying. I'll be fine. I might be able to grab one. So yeah, if you want to play this on the 580, you can do it, even at 1440p. So let's go now for the 1650 Super. So we get out of the game. Well, before doing that, I'm going to swap to the X11, since the 1650 Super is probably going to work better on that API. So the X11. Boom. There we go. Crapple. Yeah, that name. It doesn't sound tasty at all. Crapple sounds like what happens after eating Mexican food. Alright, let's do it. 1650 Super. So, oh, there's a screw here. So, bye-bye 580. 580. Let's swap scenes. So here's the 580. Let's put it to the side. Time for the 1650 Super. So 1650 Super, 6-pin connector. Boom, it's in. Excellent. Have you tested Valorant with these GPUs? Yeah, I tested Valorant. No, I don't remember exactly. Let me check very quickly on which GPUs. So 1 second, guys. I'm going to check Valorant. Where did I test Valorant? I tested the Valorant. Yeah, I tested it on all GPUs. So just look up on YouTube. Put Valorant Santiago and it will show up. I did it on the 580, 1650 Super, 570, I think even on the normal 1650. So yeah, ¿por qué activas el VSync? Porque este juego está bloqueado a 60 y sin VSync tiene muchos cortes la pantalla. Guys, I enabled VSync in this game because without it, the game looks terrible due to the screen tearing. So that happens because the game is locked at 60 frames. So you're pretty much screwed there. You have to use a VSync no matter what. The game is not unlocked because the developer said that the single-threaded performance, the game is mostly single-threaded, so they wanted to optimize it before giving us the option to unlock it. So yeah, it uses one core at 100%, so you don't have much of an option really. So ultra settings on 4x MSAA. So as you can see here, 1650 Super. Here it is. So let's jump into the game. Which headphones do you use? It looks really nice. I'm using the, let me show you very quickly. I'm using the HyperX Cloud Core which is one of the cheaper ones with this shape. It's super comfortable. I use it for hours at a time and it's super comfy. So yeah, that's the one I'm using. HyperX Cloud Core, the cheapest HyperX Cloud, I think, without taking into account the what's the name of this, the Stinger. This is the second cheapest one. Super comfortable. I almost missed your stream. Is that a test bench PC? It's a case, but it's open, so it shouldn't be representative with the performance. The temperatures shouldn't be representative at all, so keep that in mind. That's why I'm not showing temperatures. FOV, let's put it at 70. So the X11, let's put it on ultra with 4 times MSAA. And let's see how it goes. And this is 1080p, not 1440. So 1080p resolution plus VSync. Alright, yeah, basically 60 frames per second. So as you could see, it runs better on NVIDIA cards by a big margin over AMD. On the AMD cards, if you use Ultra, the game basically runs at 30 frames per second. Maybe something to do with optimization. But as you can see, we're getting 60s on Ultra settings with 4 times MSAA. My advice is to use a VSync again. So yeah, VSync is super necessary. Hola Santiago, ¿usas otra PC para streamear o todo en una? Uso una PC aparte, si no tendríamos un golpe grande al rendimiento. Now I'm bigger, ha, much better. So as I was saying, I'm using 2 computers, yeah, one for the live stream, the other one for the gameplay. As you can see, the VRAM usage is super high, no matter the API I use. But again, 60 frames, still runs at 60, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. The issue with the game is the CPU usage. It's using 1 core at 100%, so 1 thread utilized only. That's why they locked it to 60 frames. So we could maintain a consistent frame rate. Frame rate unlocked, we're going to be CPU bound. So once they change it, I'm going to update it. So let's try now 1440p. So 1440p resolution, and we're going to change the settings to high. There seems to be a huge performance difference. So high with 4 times MSAA. And yeah, we're getting 60s. So as you can see, you can do 1440p high settings with 4 times MSAA, and the game runs at 60, at least in this location. From high to ultra, there's a huge performance uplift. So I recommend you use high, even if you don't have an AMD card. Use high. Doesn't look that much different to ultra, and it runs a lot better. But it uses almost 4 gigs of VRAM, especially on ultra. If you go for high, it uses less. But on ultra, it uses 4 gigabytes. Not sure what it's doing. Maybe the shadow distance is a little too much. Maybe, I don't know. But it's not even an open world. It's it has loading screens in between. But it does run better on NVIDIA cards. Let's skip this. Please, I don't want to get copyrighted, thank you. Okay, I muted the game because there's music now. 1 second, guys. ¿Qué procesador tiene la PC de stream? Está toda la descripción, Santiago, hay que ponerle... Bueno. Che, tranquilo, Luca, tranquilo. Calmate, casi me haces decirlo. YouTube no le gusta eso. Try 4K on max with no AA. I'm going to try it, don't worry. I love that she has Doritos in her head. Okay, now we got sound again. Yeah, I don't know why Nvidia wants to release card with 4 gigs of VRAM. It's almost maxed out now. Yeah, true. True. So yeah, 1440p, as you can see, completely fine on high settings. Let's try 4K now, because why not? On NVIDIA cards it runs fine. So 4K. So now it's 4K. 4K. 4K high settings. Let's try it like this and we'll see how it goes. So 4K high settings, 4 times MSAA. Let's disable AA. Why would I want AA at 4K? So no AA, like you requested. So nice. So at 4K we're getting 60s without anti-aliasing on high settings. So you can do 4K just fine on this one. At least on the Nvidia card. On the AMD card maybe it's a little bit more difficult. So yeah, seems to be fine. Let's go back to the town. Let's see how we go from there. 2060 please. No, I'm not doing 2060 today. Maybe later, but not right now. I'm sorry, man. But the 2060 will be 4K 60 just fine. Yeah, as you can see here, it drops into the 50s. But I mean, yeah, not that bad. It's the only place where I noticed that so far. Hola amigo, ¿qué es mejor? ¿La 550 XT, 8 GB con los nuevos drivers o la 1650 Super? Depende del juego, pero en general están bastante cerca. What is your PC max resolution? 4K, but I can do 8K if you guys want. Do you want to see 8K on Bugsnax? It's going to probably wreck the GPU, but I can try it if you guys want. It will be fun. Alright, some chocolate, thank you. Let's catch this. Bugs. Oh, he doesn't like me to trap the...
Who are you? If you're looking for Bugsnax, you best
Oh,
come
interesting.
back. Well,
So this guy does not want people to eat the Bugsnax. So that's the dark part.
bye.
Holy hell.
So, bye now.
There's probably a message into that. Interesting. Wasn't expecting that from this game, really. It's on 4K on high, so that's pretty decent. Yeah, I agree. I agree completely. Let's see. Yeah, chocolate. Oh, really? Come on. Well, let's put it this way. I like those strawberry bugs, so cute, yeah, super cute. ¿Qué gráfico le puedo poner un Ryzen 3400G? Yo diría la que tengo ahora o la 580. La 1650 Super o la 580. Yeah, the strawberry bugs are so cute. Anyways, let's try 8K. Let's wreck the GPU. Ando con ganas de comprar una GPU. La 1650 se mira buena en performance, pero ¿crees que la VRAM de 4 GB sea algo que se me deba preocupar? Sí, por el momento yo esperaría un poco más. Capaz que una de 6 GB, porque esa limitación de la memoria de video en esta generación creo que va a ser re importante. Yo esperaría un poquito más, personalmente. So guys, let's try 8K. Let's wreck the GPU. So 8K resolution. And we're going to drop to low settings because the video memory usage is ridiculous. Holy hell, I wrecked it bad. Low. Okay, low settings. 8K. So, low settings, 8K, no AA. And we're getting 30 frames per second. What the heck? That's so cool. I wasn't expecting that from this game. After seeing the 4K numbers. How interesting. So you can play this game at 8K, 30 frames per second at the lowest settings. The next generation is here. I've tried Halo 4 yesterday at 8K. It was 10 FPS. This is over 30. What the heck? Well, it drops below 30 when effects are close to the camera. But you can do 8K. Next generation. Yeah, this is the next gen experience, as you can see. I cannot believe that it runs at 8K. I'm surprised. Yeah, over 30 at 8K. It's playable. Definitely playable. Although the VRAM usage is basically maxed out. But you can do it. Let's try medium settings. Let's be ridiculous for a second. So medium. No anti-aliasing, thank you very much. Yeah, on medium we're already below 30. So do not do medium. Go straight to low settings. And you'll be fine. 8K. So you can do 4K at 60 frames on high settings, 1440p or 1080p max settings 60 frames, or you can do 4K 8K low settings 30 frames basically. So yeah, not terrible at all considering it's 8K. Yeah, completely playable. Yeah, the bragging rights are strong on me now. I'm the first 8K YouTuber. Well, Linus Tech Tips is the first, and yeah, and some others are Marques Brownlee. Those are the first 8K YouTubers. Anyways, so best settings, basically, if you want the highest resolution possible, go for 4K, the 4K, and increase the graphics to high with anti-aliasing disabled, basically, and that should give you 60 frames. So 4K, high settings. So these are the best settings in my opinion. High settings, no AA at 4K, and you'll be getting 60s, so super smooth. But enable VSync because the game is locked to 60 frames and uses a lot of one thread on the CPU. But as you can see, it's fine. Wouldn't worry too much about it. So yeah. Let's talk very quickly about the options menu now. So here we go. Whoa. Yeah, for some reason I cannot increase the size of the thing here. 1 second, guys. Transform, fit to screen. Let's call stretch to screen maybe. Yeah, that's not going to work. Whoa. I'm trying to zoom in so you guys can see the menu better. Center to screen. Holy hell. Okay, whatever. That's how you do it. Now we're talking. So here's the menu. So you got options for the API. You can select between DX11, DX9 and OpenGL. So far OpenGL not working. On NVIDIA cards makes the game crash on startup. On AMD cards it works, but there are a lot of assets that are transparent, so not working correctly, some graphic errors, so hopefully they work on the OpenGL implementation. Then DX11 works great on NVIDIA GPUs, so if you have an NVIDIA card, use DX11. And then we got DX9. DX9 I recommend it for older cards that do not support DX11 maybe, and the AMD cards. The 570 and the 580 had problems on DX11. They dropped the performance to 30 frames and the GPU usage was wrong. It was like 20%. So on AMD cards, DX9 to get the best performance and stability. Then resolution, you know what it is. So as usual, resolution, full screen. You also get an FOV slider, so it goes from 40 to 105. So if you care about FOV on a first-person game, you can change it quite a bit, as you can see, 40 to 105. 105 is a little too wide. My recommendation is 80 or 85, maybe. Yeah, 80 seems to be okay for a 16:9. Then, what else? In the graphics, we got high, the quality preset that cycles from ultra to low, as you can see. If you are on Ultra, you got anti-aliasing. Anti-aliasing seems to be MSAA, the classic implementation that I no longer see in modern games. So anti-aliasing seems to be MSAA, so more demanding than TAA. I recommend keep this at 4 times. 4 times looks good enough. Without it, the game looks super jaggy, so my advice is that keep it at 4 times. Then shadows and SSAO seem to be the most demanding ones, so lower these two in groups. Then these two right here don't do much, more of a personal preference, and grass also affects performance but very little. My advice is just to use the presets. Instead of Ultra, use High. The game runs significantly better, and on AMD cards do not use Ultra, destroys the performance, so keep it on High on AMD cards. And that's basically the options menu. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I'm going to say thanks to the members now. So thank you for sticking around. If you like what I do, consider subscribing, liking the video, it helps me out a ton. So you see more content like this on other games as well. And thanks to Young Horses for providing a copy of the game. So let's jump right into the members. Whoa. Memberships. No, I do not know, Jason. I do not know. So let's see the members of the tier 2. These are the ones that are mentioned at the end of the live stream. So thank you so much to Official Marlow 2000, Gabi Asieres, Coconuts, Abhishek Mukherjee, Rodrigo Duarte, Cristo Gavetjob, Saunak Das, and Ken for being an awesome supporter 2.0. So if you're an awesome supporter 2.0 tier 2 membership, you're going to get your name mentioned at the end of each live stream. So thank you so much guys for going the extra mile, to the members and the not members as well. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this live stream. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did doing it. And yeah, if you want to play Bugsnax, it's in the Epic Games Store if you want to get it. And again, thanks to the publisher for providing a copy. See you guys next time. Bye guys. See ya. Bye. Thank you.